Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to Race 2 of Week 4, our final week of the quote-unquote regular season for the Fall League. I'm Caleb, and I've got Rojo in the booth with me. How you doing, Rojo?
I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself?
I can't complain, man. I'm not racing these flags yet, so I get to watch some people, get some more tips, get some more tricks. We got a lot of good teams on display here. We specifically have the teams in the hunt right now on Restream. We have in 6th place, we have Gouda representing the Nuke Imps for the Canarian Empire, the nice team. We have Ganon's Gone Wild representing Team Cheese Fries, Foolish Feline coming in with the Quackening, and Rubes 000 representing the Center for Competitive Forfeiting. I'm super excited. Rojo rolled these seeds, so I'm off the hook tonight. For once, it feels good to be off the hook on a Tuesday. Rojo, you gave them a black belt, a black mage, and a white mage for the first seed of 3 that will be running tonight. How do you feel about this party comp right now?
Oh, I think it's super safe. I mean, it's possible that, maybe you would prefer a fighter with these flags. But, even the black belt can swing the Masa if it shows up. And then you've got access to all the magic you'd ever want. So I think they're going to be fine for this first one.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So what we're looking at, Chaos Rush, low encounter rates, free airship. We're not going to be opening a whole lot of boxes, so the black belt is the perfect melee carry here. We're going to be getting all of our levels. Again, extra synergy for that black belt from spike tiles. You can see that we've got all 4 orbs lit on the tracker already because all we're doing is looking for gear, looking for levels, getting maybe the first 4 levels of magic, and diving into Topher, a very short Topher with 2 Fiend fights and then an alternate Final Chaos would be especially spooky come Halloween and all. So here we go. We're into the mix. Checking that white magic shop. We got level 1 Fade for the white mage, so that's pretty okay.
I knew I made it too easy.
And Lightning 3 and Zap, so both our casters going to be able to support that black belt early. And checking out the armor shops, no caster items. That's one of the things we're going to be looking for. No caster items in the weapon shop, so cheap mage sticks, cheap Zeus gauntlets, those are the kind of things we're going to be looking for to help, again, just sort of grease the wheels, get this seed going.
Yeah, but with that Fade, that Lightning 3, I think, we're off to a fantastic start. I think we're going to be able to kickstart this seed very soon, so it's going to be a matter of, who finds that special grind tile or encounter on the overworld first.
Mm-hmm. And it does look like there's a pretty quick encounter off the hard resetting. Gouda's already into Provoca, going to blow up some pirates and get some early levels before exploring the rest of the world. And Ganon, Rubes, and Foolish Feline all checking out Garland. And Garland says goodnight to a single Fade. And with 316 near max roll there for Ganon's Gone Wild, everybody gets through Garland. We're getting a slab.
He faded away.
He did. Faded away 2,000 years into the past. And there's a canoe from the king, or a canoe from the princess, slab from the king.
And the cube from Bicky.
And the cube from Bicky. So with what we're looking at here are vanilla turn-ins. So that slab we know will turn into the chime. So the big thing to look for here as we got the LOL XP, the 5 times plus 500 XP, we really, really want to find the crown. Because the crown gets us the crystal, gets us the herb, gets us the key, Canaria locked holds an incentive item, and there's level 2 wall and single target invis. That's pretty good stuff too. So it's a huge XP bump if we find that. Brack, Temper, and Warp. This magic, Rojo. Can you roll my practice seeds for me, bud?
I sure can, but I can't promise the same results.
This is true. We might need all this firepower come Topher.
Yeah, you never know. You get the many garlands and they roll something nasty, you could be in a lot of trouble.
This is true. We did see everybody blow up, and there's a free defense sword right there in Matoya's cave. So Gouda with that's something that we're going to find in a shop more than likely. We do have elite gear and caster items for sale, as you can see. The Zeus gauntlet there for Rubes and Provoca. defense sword, always nice to find for free. Money's kind of at a premium in the early game, and this saying that there's an early game, a mid game, and a late game with these seeds, like we're already 3 minutes in. I'm sure somebody already feels behind. But all of our runners sort of converging on the Bicky and Garland kills. Now we're going to see the real divergence, and Foolish Feline checking the overworld. Finds images with heal 3 around Provoca and then Wolves, and lets a heads up play from Team the Quackening as he checks both of these encounter zones by Provoca.
Yeah, we saw that strategy used to great effect on Sunday. Definitely worth checking out, especially with the early encounters. Checking out these encounters. Just to see what you get.
Ooh, buddy, there we go. Double fighter. This could be where we live outside Elfland. Super safe. Finding an overworld encounter off the hard reset near a town. Already level 13. Foolish Feline. He's a part of Team Quackening, representing the latest crop of ducks to come through the Duckling program, and showing that he's ready. That's a heads up play. I love it.
So we did see Fast at level 6 Black Magic. Also a Vorpal -5 in the Crescent Lake Weapons Shop. So maybe
we
not
don't.
the best fighter seed.
Yeah, we don't need that Vorpal. And Foolish already level 16. It might be time to put some of those mages to sleep and just let the Black Belt go to town here in about, once it gets to like low 20s. Gouda checking out, getting the Power Gauntlet from Sarda, and Ganon's Gone Wild finds a big boy grind outside Crescent Lake with the Naga Waters. Lightning 3 is going to help with the Naga, the Fade will help with the Waters. So left side of your screen, and now Rubes with the Waters here, and Gouda checks the Earth tile, gets some Gramps.
So what level do you think you take your Black Belt to for these particular flags?
42. And the Waters with crack! Don't trust the water in Crescent Lake! Don't trust the water in Crescent Lake. They're fracking too much. Getting that water all brackish. But the fighters for Foolish Feline paid out huge. Look at that money on his screen. He's got 56k already, able to buy all the magic he could possibly want. But yeah, the 42 for the Black Belt. Like, I think you get them up to mid-20s, and then you let the mages kind of go to sleep, and you take the Black Belt up the rest of the way on those fighters, and you're in tow for, in theory, at like the 12-minute mark. With
Crazy.
yeah, like, because the Black Mage, once he checks Crescent Lake, I didn't see which slot actually all 6 slots, I think all 4 slots at 6 the Black Mage can learn, I believe. So yeah, so no need to promote. There's our ribbons for sale. Those are worth picking up. Yeah. The better question, I think, so you had the Black Belt, you take him up to 42. Do you put equipment on him?
Nah. I mean, not without diving at least one, or diving or short silver at least once, because even if you get kicked out, I mean, it takes, maybe a minute, which is a lot of time in this particular set of flags, but you can still get right back in there. It's not like a huge, 8-minute loss or something.
Yeah. If we found opal bracelets for kind of cheap, and the second encounter here is those dark crack waters. So really good 2 encounter system here off of the hard reset, and those Naga don't have a lot of HP. And now that he's got the ribbons on those 2 mages, Foolish Feline in a really, really good spot here.
So we're going to be checking out Volcano a little bit as well, opening a couple boxes here.
Yeah, check. There's a couple spike tiles here to look at. We're gonna check the vanilla fire tile. Nightmare Evilmen. This isn't a bad grind either if they're rolled low HP. Fortunately, does not look like they rolled too low HP. This actually might be okay. This could be a good alternative grind for Gouda. Still not as good as that fighter. That fighter tile or that fighter encounter is, it's my favorite one for a Black Belt.
I mean, it's the one for sure. We haven't seen anything nasty. They die super quick. I think anybody who finds it is instantly going to be parking their party there for a bit.
And we're seeing two different encounter zones here for Foolish Feline and Ganon. Ganon is checking just south of Elfland. He needs to go to the left of Elfland and check that quadrant where Foolish Feline is. That is where we want to live. But you can see that Foolish has flipped his party upside down, and it's time to put those mages to sleep. The Black Belt getting stunned through this is not the best look.
No, not at all.
Alright. Gouda. Yep, he's gonna live with a Nightmare Evilman. This isn't bad, especially if they don't have a script. This is when this rolls the party of 4 with 2 Evilmen, 2 Nightmares. That's a really good XP.
Yeah, I feel like we've got a few at least decent options pretty early on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would love to see Ganon just go like 6 frames to his left. But looks like Rubes is gonna try his. Oh, Nacho's in the second fight here. Nacho's another really good solo black belt tile or fight, if you want to call it that. And the black belt is down for Foolish Feline, but upside so is the black mage. So that's only one more character we gotta we gotta kill off.
I haven't seen what do we have for healing magic at this point?
I didn't see anything too overwhelming. A Cure 4 would be phenomenal, and the white mage is going to get a lot of levels, so I think it's already over level 25, so it already has level 8 slots, but we're not going to be able to cast level 8 magic with it.
Yeah, I don't see any promotions in our future.
No, but we could. So white mage can learn both of the level 7 spells in Onrak. I don't see us going to Onrak though. White mage can learn all but the second slot of level 6 magic and Crescent Lake, so and can learn everything at level 5 and down. So it's a good chance that we've got good cure magic in one of these towns.
Yeah, I think we will probably not see anything above level 6 magic at this point. Got a
White
shirt
shirts,
+5.
super cheap too, 1,000 gold. That will offset our defense sword we found in Matoya's very well. And there's Foolish Feline getting the tents. Get to make this grind a little bit easier for that black belt. That way, every time we go to save, we're not full healing that white mage with a house.
Yeah, the white mage is far too tanky to just kill off in a couple encounters at this point.
And at this point, I mean, yeah, just keep taking the fights. I mean, you're going to get good levels here regardless. Gouda gets the ship from the old men, and Rubes still dealing with the crack waters here. It's good XP, but if we can't keep our black belt alive,
we're going to have some problems, yeah.
That's,
that is the guy that we need to have be alive.
Yeah. And black belt's already 32. I mean, we're approaching the time where it might be like we could make cheeky plays. You know, the boss percents are only up to 200, so
I would say we could test the water, but we've already seen how that works out with the cracks.
Yeah, especially with the short Topher on only needing to kill 2 fiends. Like, we don't have to worry about a resource drain of going all the way through all of the levels of the Temple of Fiends are visited. We just have to worry about, do we have enough resources to get past any combination of the Fiends are visited and then to get to our final boss. So
yeah, and you never know. You might get super lucky and end up with, like, you know, Lich Carry on one side, I think.
Oh, the dream. And yeah, the Lich Carry on one side is really good.
Looks like Rubes has successfully danned off his mages, however.
And he's doing a encounter manip grind here, so he's taking the first fight and just resetting. We did a hard reset there because it looks like he lost where he was in the table. Maybe hit the wrong reset button. Resets out of the... And there it is. So it's the second fight, yeah. It looks like a little nerves at play for Rubes getting this off the ground. And Foolish just bringing it in with these fighters. And that white mage is going to have a lot of HP.
Yeah. Could almost put him up front. Just have him tank.
Yeah. And it's evasive too. So he's resorted to just showing off the ribbon to get the mage down in this fight. So Fist going to jump up all the way to level 37. So we're maybe 1 or 2 fights 42 for Foolish. And I don't know if he's been to Crescent Lake yet to see the fast for sale for the Black Mage.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I assume his Black Mage is probably high enough level to cast at least a couple of them by now. So he does make it over there. You know, fast is never a bad thing to have, regardless. But with a level 42 Black Belt, you may not even need it at this point. We'll just have to see how the bosses roll.
Yep, and Gouda already up to 27 across the board. So sticking to the party grind, because the Nightmare Evil Men can be a little scary. Not as scary as these Naga Waters that Ganon is rolling around with, but Foolish finishes his grind, wakes everyone up, and is time to make his final preparations. At 15 minutes, and we're just going to put some copper +3s, just something. Stop the bleeding when those mages get blown up.
Yeah, I mean, even copper +3, it's not bad. It's 11 defense, I think.
Yeah, it's almost a silver brace, or it should be. It's what, base defense is 4?
Oh, maybe it's 10. Yeah, I think it's 4 and then +2 per plus.
Yeah.
For chest armor, well, quote unquote chest armor.
But we are going in. Temple of Fiends, not even going to open the free boxes. Right side Kraken. Gonna check it out. I would have done a quick reset, but
it doesn't matter.
All right, and it's the Kraken Tiamat. So the Wombo combo. So left side, best side.
Rubes has made his way to level 44 in his Black Belt.
Oh, he's coming. Yeah, those nachos are quick. Gonna pick up Cure 3, and Foolish already through, looking at a 16-minute pull of the alt-final boss. That is real good. Alright.
Yeah, worth pointing out, we got the dream of, Lich Carry on one side, but...
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. We got double Warmech and Evilmen. We know those Evilmen don't have a ton of health, and Gouda is the only runner with knowledge of what those Evilmen have. Warmech opens up with Lightning 3, and just the worst turn order here for Foolish. Lightning 3 gonna come in behind the Fades, and still not enough to take out these Evilmen. There comes a punch, 7 hits, 389, so a little evasive, a little absorby. And no evasion strats happening. Lightning 3, still not enough to even get one Evil Man down. The Fade should clear the 6-pack.
There we go. Much faster now.
And there's the other Lightning 3, and Ink, the first skill we see from Warmech. And Warmech has taken about 1,000 damage. There's our first Warmech down, so Foolish Feline in a good position here to finish the first seed under 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think he's very well situated to succeed here. By the way, we do have Nuke at level 5.
Ooh, Rube's doing a few magic shop checks, and now it looks like he's headed in. There's Nuke from Warmech, and he's through 1739. Foolish Feline finishes seed number 1 will now sit in a holding pattern here for about a minute as both Rubes and Ganon's Gone Wild take it on the left side. Lich first. And Gouda coming in the door, not even like 20 seconds behind him.
Yeah, worth pointing out, we do have a nuke on Lich, so perhaps that right side is actually maybe a little safer this time around.
Ooh, but Gouda gets blown up with the turn order by Kraken. Looks like he's flirting with Topher at 32 instead of 42. Loses the white mage in the process. Yeah, he's 32 across the board, so... And he
just dumpstered Ganon's black belt with about 550 damage.
Ooh. Here we go. Rubes now onto the double war mech, and we're coming out with fades, a fast, and a punch. And Foolish into Canaria. Black magic, we've got Lit 2 and Warp for seed number 2.
Quite as good as last time, but that warp could be useful.
And party comp is Fighter, Thief, Black Mage. So only white magic's going to be upon promotion. I don't know if we're going to do that, but a Warple +4 might change our minds should that tail come early. Rubes up against the wall here, loses the Black Mage, needs another fade to come out. We're going with single target invis. And there goes the...
I do want to point out, speaking of the tail, right in the Canaria shop for about 2.5k.
Hey, that's perfect. So Rubes in a good spot here, has the Warmex down. Evilman not hitting too hard, they're missing a little bit. He's just hold A for 6 rounds, and he'll be through 20 hits for 3,266 damage out of that black belt.
Just erasing him.
Just... And Ganon coming in and just trying to pull another lever on this turn order slot machine. Gouda now fighting the double mech and Evilman without that white mage and that fade. Gonna have a hard, not a hard time, but... And... Oh, we're on a knee here.
Whew.
But Rubes through 20 minutes, 10 seconds, so pretty good timing. But about 3 minutes off Foolish Feline's just blistering pace here. See if he can keep it up. And Foolish gonna check out... Ooh, we got first encounter on the Cardia Islands is Gasties with Brack.
Ooh. Yeah,
and Gouda,
that ruins it a bit.
Gouda left for more levels. This is one of the things that we've talked about. I know we've talked about in the Center for Competitive Forfeitings chat room. The preparing versus wiping. Like, do you spend a couple extra minutes and just hope that Topher's nasty to verify that the need for a grind, or do you gamble? And Gouda took a gamble, only went to 32 with the black belt, and doesn't like his chances, so he's back to the grind. So this is a significant time commitment for Gouda now, because we lost all that time we were spending in Topher that we could have just taken a few more of these fights, and it's gonna kind of put him in a little bit of a hole here as Foolish clears out Cardia. I saw a ribbon, I saw a white shirt, I saw a lot of good stuff here for Foolish in the Cardia Islands.
Yeah, we even get a nice sword +2 to sort of, tide us over until we promote and get that Vorpal. I don't know what his money situation was like, but I think the Vorpal was about 15k, so pretty affordable.
And Ganon now looks like we're in a better spot here against the Warmech Evilman fight. Black belt in a lot of trouble here, only 200 HP. Missed what blew up that black belt. I'm assuming a Warmech punch. Rubes coming into Garland, and first encounter in Topher TOF is the Nightmare Evilman that Gouda's fighting in the volcano on Seed 1.
No kidding. Ooh, and the nuke comes out. I wonder, does Ganon not have any healing magic? We did see the Cure 3, I think it was level 5, 6, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it was at level 6. Might have been level 4, and he's back to the... So Ganon and Gouda bounce out, go for the grind, as Rubes has taken out Garland and got a ship. I missed what the princess gave. Again, only key item that really matters in these flags is the crown, and possibly that incentive Masa, especially with this party. Foolish already promoted, a level 1 promotion, just chef's kiss.
You love to see it. And the princess gives us... Oh, the ship, yeah, and then Power Gauntlet from the king. That's nice to have.
Yeah, Power Gauntlet's pretty good, especially with this party comp. And there's the Masa -4. So, Masa Power Bonk. Friendly seed is friendly.
Yeah, although, with a Vorpal +4 on the table, I mean, do you take that instead of the Masa -4?
Well, you've got 2 people that can potentially swing that and do heavy damage with both. I think you leave the fighter on the Masa and you give the thief the Vorpal. Let the thief's fixed hit rate have better interaction with the Vorpal's high crit rate.
But what if we bought 2 Vorpals?
And then you just for fun, you just give the Black Mage. You give the Black Mage the Masa.
Yeah, the old Black Samurai action.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I don't know why it was like, what? You're only going to get 1 Vorpal. No, you can buy them in the shop. And
practically giving them away.
Ganon has found Gouda's grind. And Rubes does not find a quick encounter off the hard reset this seed. We might have to find a tile. Level 2 fast. Really good.
Yeah, especially with that ninja. I mean, just giving him something else to do.
We also, I saw, we got Pro Capes +2 in Crescent Lake. Level 6 Temper. Fine. I mean, it's fine. We got Power Bonk, so.
Yeah, it makes you a lot happier to see the Power Bonk when you have made, you know, I mean, with the way the flags are, you're going to get a lot of charges at level 6 probably, but still. Not as many as you'd hope for, you know, if it was like level 1 or 2.
Alright, Gouda maybe ready to go back. Looks like he's coming from Crescent Lake. Picked up fast.
Ganon's got his black belt up to level 43 at this point.
Yeah, both these runners on the top of your screen are going to come into Topher and just annihilate it. The bad feel is you're about 26 minutes in. This is your 3rd or 4th Topher dive, and you don't know if it's just bad turn order you're getting or if everyone's seeing this. And Lich opens up with that first turn nuke, and it doesn't kill anyone, but gets us all the way down to no HP on the Black Mage. So we're gonna spend some time here bonking up some heal pods.
Again, it did find an opal bracelet -1 somewhere. On top of that, yeah, I'm a little surprised we don't try the right side, knowing that Lich has, you know, such an early nuke in his arsenal.
Yeah, and Foolish checking out all of the spike tiles we found around Elfland. We found Kaizokus and Hydras. Not today. You're not going to get the double grind today, Foolish.
There's some Chimeras somewhere. I didn't quite see where they were, though. But they might have been a little bit too beefy for our current magic situation.
Oh, and he's finding iron goals outside of the dwarf cave.
This could be excellent, depending on just how many HP they have, because I don't know if we're going to be able to swing through them at this point.
No. It's good to keep in the back of your mind, though. If we find a Zap or Lightning 3, those are pretty effective on them. But we're going into the old reliable, the Hall of Giants, Gouda onto the Warmech and friends once more. And it's just said, I've had enough of your funny business. Let me play seed number 2.
Oh, this is not too bad. We got some Paralisks in the second Earth Hall of Giants tile.
It's a good pre-grind, like to get you up to like level to start getting spell charges on the Knight Ninja.
Yeah, it's definitely never going to be as fast as, you know, the 3-eye grind or double fighters or anything like that, but they roll so low that you can usually take them out. Usually they roll so low that you can take them out fairly quickly with a good sweeper.
And it's pretty good money, 8,400 gold a fight. So if we need to buy magic, you know that'll get you there. But yeah, just enough to get you going. And Gouda's got a war mech down, but in this sort of same situation that Rubes found him in, only a black belt remaining. The fade's not. I didn't even see the fades come out for him, but he's got the war mechs down. This should be fine. It looks like he did spend some time getting some evasion up. And Rubes gets the Brack business and Squint. So Gasty's spooky scary. And Ganon in a little bit of trouble here. Black belt on a knee. Fade's rolling through. We've got the evil men down. And there's level 5 zap. That's interesting. And Ganon through at the 29-minute mark. Gouda about to be right behind him.
So yeah, just gotta clean up a little bit of evil men from the floor, walls, and ceiling here. So that black belt just splatters them everywhere.
You've got evil men on you. Oh no. So gotta feel a little bit better about this party comp. It's the fighter thief, black mage. We don't have a lot of white mage support, but what we do have is firepower and weapons. And there's level 4 nuke for like 300 bucks. So being able to get nuke on that ninja is A+.
That's certainly one way to take down an iron golem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the non-elemental magic, and here he comes outside of the dwarf cave. It's time to blow up some iron goals.
Coming in with only houses at the moment, so good for spell charges, maybe not so good if you are trying to damn somebody off.
And there you go, they've got fewer than 450 HP, so as those nuke rolls, we zero in on that iron goal's HP. Already getting turn order too is pretty good.
Makes me wonder, you know, with the ninja having nuke and having all these houses, maybe you solo grind the ninja instead of the fighter?
Yeah, maybe.
It's a spicy play. It's not as safe as the fighter, but he can kill them faster, maybe.
Now with the fighter, so this is a bit more of a murkier level question. What level do you go to?
I don't recall what the breakpoints are exactly, but I would say as long as you're getting like a couple levels every fight, I would, you know, at least 30 something. I mean, you want enough HP on your ninja to at least survive a nuke, I would think, if you're going to rely on him at all.
And already level 21. That is 4 spell charges, so time to go buy some magic on that knight and ninja and figure out what we're gonna do. We're gonna buy that Vorpal. Yep, we're abandoning the Masa, so you called it.
It hurts to do it because the Masa is, you know, Masa's the Masa, but with these burst weapons, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm. And Ganon's gone wild into Provoca, picking up his magic, taking out the pirates, and there's the nuke pickup. And Rubes checking the encounters out here on Elfland. And checking even to encounter number 2 and gets trolls and bulls.
Yeah, not good enough, unfortunately.
No. And Foolish just putting on a clinic with these overworld grinds. I think I need to change my strategy come Saturday.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, I heard it was good, but I mean, we've also seen 2 seeds in a row that have very quick encounters.
Right, if you have to take, you know, 15, 20 steps before you see anything, it changes the math a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Ganon coming into Garland. Gudamakin looks like going to be the level 1 promote, and Rube's found the Chimeras. So Chimeras pretty good, and it looks like they rolled low HP. They're not hitting too hard, no nasty scripts. They're not spamming cremate like their vanilla counterparts.
Yeah, I mean I think they rolled maybe a little too high for my taste, but
yeah.
Still, you know, if you haven't found anything else, you know, eventually you gotta put down roots and pick something.
Yep. To quote the venerable Burt Reynolds, don't waste time finding a worse grind. And Ganon popping into Temple of Fiends, just seeing what's here. You know, we did get a ribbon, and he's got that warp, so heads up play from Ganon's Gone Wild, checking the TOF lockbox right at the start of the seed. Something only possible with warp or exit.
Yeah, I do enjoy those cute little plays like that, because they don't come around every day.
Alright, I imagine Foolish is approaching critical mass time of where we're going to make our first dive here. He's level 28 across the board. That might be good enough. Although I don't think we don't have a lot of healing support. I did not see the magic that the knight has available to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody's trying to get magic on the knights here or not.
Space Drake in chat saying an optimization feline could would be more quad X use. Unfortunately, the Iron Goals resist the death element, so they will not be susceptible to quad X.
Yeah, I do wonder what are the hit breakpoints for a +4 burst Vorpal.
It's typically, so if it's +4, it should be whatever the normal hit point is, minus 3 or 4 levels, is how I come to understand it from what Cheese Nader explained to me.
Gotcha. So now if I only knew what, you know, the levels were to begin with, I'd be in good shape.
I know the Knight, I believe, is similar to the Black Belt. I think it's 24, 35, 32. I think it's 32. Oh, okay. There's.
Helping us out.
Yeah, a level 28 Knight gets 5 hits with the Vorpal +4, so that 5th hit would come at level 32, and it with a vanilla Vorpal.
So we've got some white shirts for sale as well in Elfland, so I mean, you buy 3 of those, you can get pretty close to all the evasion you need in one turn.
And we are making the adjustments, putting the ribbon on the Knight, and Foolish gonna go into Topher, and this is, so we finished Seed 1 at about 17 minutes with the minute buffer. He's looking at like an 18-minute entrance here, so not bad. Foolish Feline showing up and showing out for his team, the Quackening. And our first look at this Topher, right side, Lich 1. We're opening up full blasters, throwing a microwave at Lich here. And Lich never had a chance. 2 nukes in the face, down he goes. Backed up by Tiamat, so we're gonna fight, we're gonna fast, and we're gonna white shirt with the ninja. 5 hits, 173, not bad. In a much better place once we get fasted and we get 10 hits. So no, not a whole lot of evasion here, but we are working with a decent amount of absorb. It's a good thing we've got that Vorpal to get through. Tio gives us a free round with the Zap that is resisted by those ribbons. More swings and nukes. Getting close to vanilla HP for Tiamat. Slow 2. Nothing a fast can undo. And heads up play from Foolish Feline. Here comes a Bane. So Tia giving us
through the ribbon.
I don't know if the ninja had a ribbon, but
okay.
We'll see. I think he did. I don't know if he had 3 ribbons, but if he did, that's some bad luck. Yeah, he did not have a ribbon, so a little bit of bad luck there. Just the 1 ribbon. And no life magic to pick that ninja back up. And we've got Fundead. Everybody's favorite.
I was hoping we'd see it at least once. I don't believe we saw it at all last week, or on Sunday, I should say.
And Fighter opens up with a white shirt, 1 Phantom misses, and then 2 just put him down on a knee. We knew those liches have no HP. So we're going to keep the white shirts going. These nukes should clear out.
I think it's time to adjust.
Yeah, time to adjust. So hopefully, if the ninja survives, we're in a better place. Because getting 2 nukes out will take out those liches and put a significant amount of damage into the phantoms. So 2 nukes might be all you need.
Do we see a defense sword at all in this seed?
No, not this seed, not in seed number 2. Rubes 32 across the board with his wombo combo Night Ninja. Still going. These chimeras too juicy. And Gan's going, well, I'm gonna do the seldom checked Volcano Armory play as Foolish Feline takes on Kraken 2. And here comes Gouda and Gan's going wild, playing the same, running the same playbook here. 9.
Unfortunately, not much you can use from what I saw.
Yeah, I think the best thing we saw was a Sun +2 sword. 9 Badmen is a pretty good encounter if they roll low. And it looks like Rubes found ribbons for sale, so gonna come in a little bit better prepared with ribbons on everybody.
That will definitely help. We actually did find a Dragon Armor +3 in one of those Volcano boxes, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's excellent. Absorb, I think that puts the Dragon Armor up to like 48 natural absorb, along with the elemental resist. And Gouda gets the Red Giants and Agamas. It's Foolish Feline. Takes a second crack here at the Undead Fundead. Let's see if we get a little better turn of this time. Here comes a nuke, 352. One more nuke should take out both of those Lich. And an adjustment to swing on the... Oh, and the Black Mage goes down to the fire too before the nuke comes out. So let's see. Yank that slot machine. Nope, not today.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we've got the damage outputs to survive the Phantoms, really, at this point. I think we're going to need a little bit of evasion and maybe a little bit of luck to be able to get through them.
Another pro tip for fighting these Undead Fundead. Again, I did not see anybody check the white magic shops, but if there's stop is available, stop can be pretty effective on those Phantoms to kind of just put them in their place and just kind of ease up, because we know that the Lich isn't terrible. Lich has maybe vanilla HP, if like vanilla Lich 1 HP. But Rubes methodically putting the pieces together and gonna prep for Topher and picking up that Black Mage and checking the white magic. And there's Invis 2, Ruse, and Fog 2. All 3 of those spells will help against the Fundead.
Level 1 actually had a Night Learnable Life and Harm 4.
Both really good spells against the Fundead, so remember folks, when you got a Knight, make sure you check that white magic for him. And we're gonna go right side, because we don't like that evasive Kraken 2 on the left. And Lich has more than 405 HP.
So 1 nuke, never gonna do it, unfortunately, but for the Harm 4, a nuke and a nuke, I think we got a chance.
Absolutely. And we're gonna open up with a Power Gauntlet, white shirt, and a white shirt. And here comes Rubes, a little bit more prepared than Foolish was, but Foolish with all the information he needs. And Ganon's Gone Wild gonna go check some ice tiles.
It's a long walk.
It's a long walk, but we've got level 1 warp, and we've got 5 tiles that we can check right away, and we get a free Zombie D Whiz Vamp along the way. Rubes does go left side, so he's going to get the carry Kraken combo.
Tia's got nuclear. It's not dangerous as long as we can kill her soon, but it is annoying for the amount of. Oh no.
Rubes also found nuclear from carry, so.
He's also got a tornado in there, but I think with the life spell now, we can at least get those 2 characters back up.
Yep, and now did he buy heal pots? Okay, we did, so. Alright, Rubes and Foolish in the Temple of Fiends Revisited, looking to put a cap on seed number 2, as Ganon's Gone Wild and Gouda are doing their final preparations and grind searching.
Unlucky first turn Ice 2 from Kraken there, because Rubes did not heal his Black Mage after he brought him up. Just hoping to get a fast out of him, I think, before he went down, but couldn't make it happen. Kraken said nah.
And tries the cheeky Quad X. It did not work. Quad X, of course, would have killed Kraken if Kraken had 300 HP or fewer. Here we go. Foolish Feline opens up with a Harm 4. Gets decent damage rolls out there. Lich bounces back with a Swirl. We have not seen that yet. And there's one Lich down. Those Phantoms got a lot of HP.
Yeah.
I think that top one is already taken over 400 damage. There's a nuke. Those things have close to 1,000 HP. Holy crap.
We're going ham. We're going all damage strats, and it looks like we're in with a chance here.
Yep, and gets it done. Foolish Feline just on his horse and running. 44 minutes, seed 2 completion. On to the third and final seed, Rubes through Lich 2. And we're gonna be taking on the beefy Tiamat, and Ganon taking this walking grind through ice. And lost a fighter, so it doesn't feel really great to...
And he's out.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
Yeah, the fighter's important. And Gouda?
He's doing Paralisks.
Yeah, that's that starter grind that we were talking about. And Rubes committed to the Masa and the Vorpal as we take a look at Seed 3. We got Fighter Thief White Mage, so the alternative to Speed and Power from Seed 2, we have Speed and Safety here in Seed 3. And level 1 in... What do you do? Rubes! Rojo. I need you on the crew for Saturday.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. It's like 3 of the best spells you could possibly want right there at level 1. Which normally, you prefer them to be a little bit spread out among the levels, but still, come on.
And a little bit of nerves there as we reset and have to rebuild our party. Rubes now prepping for the alt-final boss. And just what are we going to do? We're going to open up with Nuke and Defense Sword. Safety. If we get good turn order here, Nuke's coming out first is pretty good. We know those Phantoms have like close to 1,000 HP. Defense Sword comes out, that's 1. This should take out one of the Liches. If Alex the Ninja can get a nuke off before he gets blown up, this could be really good. And Rubes makes the adjustment, switches to Harm 4, and down goes Alex the Ninja. 1 Defense Sword, making a lot of these Phantoms miss, and Rubes in a good spot here. And Rubes is through, about a minute or 2 behind Foolish Feline, who had that blistering start from Seed 1.
Hey, loose TNT and Matoyas, we'll take it.
Yeah, that will get us a canal. I mean, it's a vanilla turn-in, but hey, if you take the 20 seconds to walk it down to Narek, I mean, it's 20% more XP.
Yeah, I think I'd probably go for it. I mean, the dream, I guess, would be to get the key before you do that, but Whatever.
Ganon's Gone Wild finds Naga Waters in the ice drop down. Lit 2 isn't the sweeper we want here. We want Ice 3 or Lightning 3 or a non-elemental firing off, and down goes Bai. Didn't see too much from Garland. We get a power bonk and a canoe.
Well, Bai lived up to his name.
And I think Ganon's a little tilted here. He's kind of tunnel visioned in on this ice cave play where there's every encounter zone on the world could be a grind, and we're committed to the Ice 2 Whiz Vam Zombies now.
I think, yeah, I mean, I haven't checked their HP totals, but I mean, if you can walk in, take one of these fights, walk out, you know, save, reset, I mean, it's not good, not great, but it could be worse.
Yeah, the upside is that there are no encounters on the first floor, so it is a free walk to this first encounter on this floor.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I didn't realize there were no encounters on the first floor.
Yep. So, no, he's burning off one, and so it's the second encounter on the long walk is the Whiz Vams, and Gouda back to the Agamas and Argynes. Got decent levels on that night, looking to get some levels on the rest of everybody else. And Feline through the pirate fight here on Seed 3 and gets Masa -4. So pretty neat.
Dropped it into the old space-time continuum 2,000 years thing and showed up here.
This is where you're almost like, wait a minute. Did I load the same seed that I just ran? No, wait, no, I have a white mage this time. No white mage this time.
Yeah, you always have that in the back of your head just for a split second.
Roops and Foolish Feline showing up, taking on the veterans and Gouda, and Ganon's Gone Wild, newer to the community, joined around the time of spring tournament, but had such a strong showing, it's hard to call this guy a duck or a new player. Like, he showed up and just came out swinging for the fences, so...
Muck's not the grind town we're hoping to see there.
Not at all. And Gouda going deep into the volcano. Gonna go down to the Agama floor and check out the Agama tile. This is this to me feels like a desperation play. This is you're going all in, trying to fill your inside straight. Because this is a very long walk. We don't have an exit spell. And if this grind and it's Ankylo's like, now I think you gotta go a little bit deeper and check out that red detail at this point.
Yeah, and I think part of this may be just not being familiar with the encounter zones, which I'm certainly not. So if he's not exactly sure, where one begins and one ends, then it might feel a lot faster and safer to check these grind tiles instead.
Yeah. Now, worth noting, that the invisible boundaries for the spike tile, or for the overworld encounter zones, are a bit murky. There, we do have some resources on the Final Fantasy Randomizer 1 Discord, which you can find the link to at FinalFantasyRandomizer.com as you're checking out the randomizer itself. A good thing to keep in the back of your mind, every town sits in a different encounter zone from every other town, so there's at least that. And towns are probably the safest place to do these grinds, because you can always just walk back in and hang out at the end. And now Ganon's Gone Wild's gonna also swing for the fences here and check out the marsh incentive and the spike tile here. So what's fascinating to me, Rojo, is you rolled 3 pretty friendly magic seeds, but we have seen no key.
Yeah, maybe it's here in March. I can't imagine he's not going to check the chest, at least, if he's coming all the way down here. And we do find some rock galls over on Foolish Feline screen for Seed 3 here. I'm not sure exactly where he is. Looks like maybe Earth Cave.
Yeah, it looks like it's Earth Cave. And Gouda finds a solo rock goal, or the 1 to 2 rock goals here in the Mirage Desert, and they've got fewer than 169 HP. This is it. This is the one for Gouda. Like, this is really safe, and I think he knows it, so he's going to go get some camping equipment, maybe? or we're just not happy with that grind. And Rubes gets the elusive, so excited, just dancing around in Sarda's bedroom as he picks up that grind. And that it looks like Foolish Feeling that might have been just a loose encounter in Earth Cave.
Yeah. So that's gonna be pretty significant for Rubes here. I mean, that's you end up with what about 100% extra XP once you get the chain.
Yep, provided that because we already got the Masa and the Power Gauntlet, so the two non-XP giving items are out of the pool. So, and Ganon's Gone Wild gonna look at this little grind I found. Hey, let me go to this place of the world that no one ever parks their airship, and I'm gonna find two Saurias. So, now this is kind of calling your shot here. I've never in my life seen someone park their airship there.
Nope, I've seen people, crash their airship into all kinds of towns, rivers, and forests, but never there.
Yeah, I've seen folks go north of the waterfall and hang out in the lake north of the caravan desert, but this is I like it. I might keep this in my back pocket come Saturday. This little grassy knoll outside of the Mirage Desert, gonna get a lot of levels off those Saurias. Rubes has the tail, gonna finish up this key fetch, and could be zeroing in on his grind. And Darren drives in chat telling me to stop learning things. Darren, this is why I do commentary for these races before I race, so I can watch other people do what they do and learn. And Rubes gets rewarded with a ribbon out of the Elfland Armory. Steel +3 for Foolish Feline in a big money box. So Foolish Feline and Rubes into their mid-game here for Seed 3. Ganon's Gone Wild and Gouda approaching their end-game for Seed number 2. I do want to remind folks that we are sitting on a 10-minute delay, so we will not announce any runners finish until our on-screen runners have finished, and then we'll only do it in the order that they finish. So, Gouda coming in.
Interestingly, in our third seed, we do have Night Learnable Cure 4 once we promote. Or actually, is that true? I mean, no, I don't think that is true. I think he's locked out because it's slot 4.
At which level?
Level 3.
Yeah, slot 3. It's slots 1 and 3 that the Knight can learn.
Yeah, got a little too excited there. But hey, at least our white mage has it, so that's good.
And Bert trying to metagame me, saying somebody just finished it. Nope, no one has finished yet. So I just want to let people know. 10-minute delay. And there's Foolish's tail. Rubes cleaning up this, and it's a bottle. So we're feeling froggy. Talk to the Oxyel. That's another 20%. But it might be time to go promote.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point, you've got enough bonus XP. You just need to find something to smack so that you can get those levels going.
And we're gonna stop into the Cardias as Gouda's taken on Tiamat. Seems to be in a good position here. And Ganon taking on Carrie. Both of these runners looking to finish up seed number 2. It was not kind to them. And we reset out as we lose the Black Mage for Ganon's Gone Wild. And Gouda gonna man mode this, and I don't know how it's... Yep, Solo Knight, we reset and we're gonna go adjust. So that's 2 seeds now that Gouda's reset out of Topher, and I'm sure like Tilt with these flags and these this format, Tilt is the biggest thing in my mind to control for. It feels like every misstep can be is just compounded by the next one. So At least it does for me. When I run these seeds and I make one misstep, I take one wipe, I lose one grind, even if it's just 2 minutes, and I feel like I've just lost 6 minutes.
Yeah, especially with how, when people are finishing seeds in 20 minutes, it makes a big deal. I mean, the one saving grace is that none of these runners are going to know what seed anybody else is on until somebody finally, does their done.
Yeah. And I would imagine a lot of these runners probably have the Discord chat for the race room obscured, so they can't see it, because again, that's another thing that can compound that tilt. As I know a few months ago, maybe like 6 weeks ago, I was racing Burt Reynolds in a pickup race like this, and he finished right as I was starting Seed 3, and I was just like, I'm never practicing these flags again.
Yeah, that's ultimate way to become tilted off the face of the earth.
Yeah, it feels so bad. But Ganon's Gone Wild and Gouda, both vets here, they're going to make the adjustments they need to make, and Gouda just gets blown up by the swirl from Lich 2. When Lich 2 is the one taking you to class, it just feels bad. And Foolish abandoning his overworld plays. I guess we have too long of a run for us to manipulate a free grind here on the overworld. So we're going to check some, and can I get Foolish Feline to go with me to a casino? Finds the 3 worms. They have a good amount of HP, but if we can get through this in 1 or 2 rounds, this is the one. This is one of the best XPs and encounters in the game. Gouda makes it to Tia 2. All 3 Light Warriors alive. Ganon's Gone Wild, making some adjustments. We got a worm down. Here come the fades. And
there we go. They have quite a few HP, but if we're just looking to get started again, it's something. It's doable, clearly.
Yep, and Demon Frog pointed out they don't hit too hard, but it did take us 3 rounds. Now that will get faster if these melee hitters start being able to like one-shot them or combo them together. But pairing Fade and Nuke is pretty good, and Tia 2 just does mean things to Gouda again, as Rubes finds the little worms.
I feel like Gouda's maybe at least that first time, but previously when he was in here, he was not having a lot of luck with his crits. This time seems to be having quite a bit more success.
And we're committed to the worms. I mean, why not? This is one of the best XP fights in the game, so. And I like it. It looks like he's not taking a hard reset anymore. He's resetting to see if he gets like another free encounter like on the way down. It's particularly juicy. As Ganon's Gone Wild, now going to the right side, dealing with Tia 2.
Yeah, I mean, we've got one kind of worm on the left side, one kind of worm on the right side for Rubes over here, so which is better?
Definitely the big worms. The little worms, they're good, but they're not as good. Gouda finds the information that it is Undead Fundead. Ganon about to get the information. This is their first time seeing the all-final boss, and I wonder if we're regretting not having that Harm 4.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I don't think he knows just how bad it can be yet either, so.
And we reset out of it, yeah. But this, I mean, the big worms for Foolish takes a little bit longer to get through, but Rube's also doing the solo. Like, well, not solo, but we're doing it with just the Knight and White Mage. So funneling a little bit more XP into the Knight specifically. Gouda and Ganon back in and cannot get the turn order. This is what I was talking about. This is a slot machine, and Rubes and Foolish had the turn order in combat to get through this. They also, I don't know, I'm trying to see their levels. It looks like the levels are probably about, yeah, the levels are about the same. So, and there's the big one shot with from the Vorpal. Oh, Gouda's Thief isn't even level 20. I think he just got level 18 in that fight. So Foolish Feeling letting us know there's nothing here. I don't believe you. We saw all those worms you killed. And
maybe there's nothing here anymore.
Just going back in for some worms. Alright, Ganon and Gouda on Tia 2.
So, since we're getting all these worms, what alternate boss do you think we're fishing for this third seed?
Well, let's see. We've seen Double War Mech. We've seen Undead Fundead. We haven't seen the Double Dragon or the Wacka Chaos, where it's Chaos and 8 Garlands. Now, I don't remember Garland having a script in this seed, so that's probably the safest one. We don't know how nasty Carry 2 or Tiamat 2 are going to be, but that one can also be problematic, but it looks like...
I think that probably we're going to be safest with the Garland one, especially because we've got that level 1 Fade. I mean, they don't have very many HP, so...
Yeah. And even if we didn't have that level 1 Fade, I mean, it's time-consuming to let those 8 Garlands do their thing, but it is safe. One round of evasion is more than likely going to nullify their outgoing damage, and Ganon gets the Liches down.
It's almost there.
He did not get that harm 4, and they blow up his knight.
Yikes!
And this is you see him kind of hanging there. This is where frustration builds, and you have to sort of find something to ground yourself and steady yourself. You found that awesome grind with the Saurias. You know you have the levels. You just need turn order. You just got to keep punching through.
Yeah. Now, did he get harm 4 on his knight? I didn't see.
I don't believe so.
So maybe if he doesn't make it through this time, maybe he'll remember that it's there and go back and give that a try. Not sure if Foolish is stuck or just contemplating his next move.
Yeah, I would imagine maybe. Yeah, just thinking about stuff.
Yeah, there we go. Meanwhile, we've got Rubes. I think he's in the mid-30s with that Ninja and Knight.
Yeah, so both these runners looking to make their final preparations for Topher. And Ganon and Gouda, there's frustration building because now you see Gouda making that play of going to the ice cave. Like, I gotta find a better grind. Ganon just trying to get through this Tia 2 with everyone alive. And there's Fundead trying to teach our runners a Rocky lesson. It's not about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit. So, you might want to adjust for that incoming damage, and maybe... I mean, but I also feel like you got to step on the gas. Like, it's all damage. Like, if you can get both those nukes to go out.
Yeah, I mean, what we saw with the bottom 2 runners, speed and power, basically.
Yeah.
They got their AoEs out with their turn order, and then it didn't get punished as hard with all the enemies still standing.
And talk about speed and power, Foolish is in Topher, fighting Carry 2. She's got a decent amount of HP, but goes down without taking out any of our light warriors. And we're 34. Don't even heal, so let's go Kraken 2, all power. No, we're going to adjust. We're going to go defense fast and defense.
Something in that Fundead pack had Inferno as well. I'm going to guess it was probably
I think it was Lich, yeah. I think Lich had it. And Ganon back on his Rando Peninsula here. Checking another one, finds the Cerberus and Wiz Ogres. That's not that great. Let's go back to where those Saurian were. And Gouda settled in on these Naga waters. And Ganon back to that Soria grind.
It seems like Rubes is making his final preparations here. I think we're gonna see him in Topher pretty soon here.
Yeah, it looks like the Foolish Feline going much more aggressive into Topher, where Rubes is being a little bit more methodical, checking these magic shops, checking the making sure we have everything we need so we don't bounce out of Topher. And what we have not seen him really bounce out of Topher yet either, so it's paying out for him, this preparedness. You can see the gear that he's wearing, it's super good. As Foolish Feline gets a heal 3 out, and there's a big hit from that Masa -4 to take out Kraken 2. And alright folks, what's it gonna be?
I'm gonna hope for the double dragon.
Yep. We didn't see anything that Tia 2 had, but Carrie 2 had a decent amount of HP and was working with some spells and skills, so. And here comes Rubes, and it's Double Dragon.
Oh baby. I'm buying a lottery ticket.
Taking you to a casino with me. And Carrie opens up with Tornado out the gate. That's not great. Tia backs it up with a Lightning 2. Gonna get that defense sword going. Everybody defense. Get on the floor. Everybody do that defense sword.
And we do indeed have Rubes in as well, trying to make his way through Tia and Gouda. Eating zaps from Tia and C2 here. It's tough to see. Oh, and a slow comes out too. That's brutal.
Does not feel great.
Still doing the defense strats. Getting some free turns, it looks like, over on Foolish's side. And we can make them bleed. Therefore, I believe we can kill them.
Alright, Gouda through onto the... We're just... Okay, we do have life.
Ooh, a nuke comes out from Carrie. Puts that ninja in a very precarious situation. Everybody, really.
And down goes Tia 2 for Rubes. So he is going to be on to this Double Dragon as Foolish Feline gets Carrie 2 down. We have both of our on-screen runners here on the same fight, trying to finish out this race.
Cure 4 doing some excellent work. Oh, and down goes Tia 2. So there you go. First on-stream runner, Foolish Feline. GG.
Foolish Feline takes it down with a 1 hour, 11 minute, 9 seconds officially FFR bot time. And that's good enough for first place on stream. That's good enough for first place in this race. Foolish Feline representing his team and going all the way to first place. We're going to see if he'll come into the booth and talk to us. And here comes Rubes now taking on the Double Dragon.
Hey, GG Gouda, finally getting through those fun dead packs. Moving on to C3.
Big sigh of relief, but he does know that Foolish Feline's already finished, so now he's got to go all speed and power now. And Rubes coming in hard on Tia 2, and all the damage coming out. We know this Tia 2 isn't very thick. Ice 2? It's fine, we got all those ribbons we bought. And there it is. Rubes takes out Tia 2, finishes Seed 3 with an official FFR bot time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, 27 seconds. That's good enough for second place on stream. That's good enough for second place in this race. The Center for Competitive Forfeiting showing up. The Quackening showing up. These teams in the hunt for those last 2 playoff spots. The Trash Island Fire Department and Team Cake and Break in pretty good positions in the first and second place. So, but strong showings here from Rubes and Foolish Feline. We're gonna see if they can come in here and join us. And we've got Foolish Feline in here with us. GG's Foolish Feline. How's it feel, man?
Thank you. I'm feeling pretty good about that run. I'm feeling really good about that run. Still a little bit shaken that I actually managed to pull there.
Dude, you crushed it. Like, that Seed 1 out the gate, 17 minutes, like, just crushed it. Like, the overworld grind, everyone else found Waters and Naga outside Crescent Lake. You were the only runner to find the double fighters outside Elfland. And to great effect. So, GG's again, Foolish Feline.
For this specific flag set, and one of the things I worked on was figuring out where you can get lots of encounter zones in one small spot, just in case you have a really short first encounter like that.
Yeah, it was. I was taking notes, man. You
as well.
You put on a clinic, dude. And we're also joined by Rubes, our second place finisher. GG, Rubes.
GG.
You might be muted. You're trying to talk to us.
I was muted, thank you. GG. GG Foolish.
Rubes, a minute off the leader here, but you played that second seed so well and effective. I think that's where Feline finished Seed 1 maybe 4 minutes ahead of you. I didn't get the exact time differential for Seeds 2 for the Seeds 2 for you, but there was the theme seemed to be Foolish Feline would go in hard into Topher and just barrel through speed and power, and I think we only saw you wipe in Topher once, and that was Seed 2, and where Rubes we saw come in much more prepared and never sort of wiping on those alt final bosses. So it was a lot of fun to watch, a lot of fun to commentate. Rubes, how did you feel through that, man?
I felt pretty good. I definitely did not want to wipe on the alt final boss, so I intentionally took the levels a little higher than maybe I would have otherwise.
Yeah. How did you guys feel about these party comps?
These were really nice party comps.
Mm-hmm.
I have no complaints whatsoever. The way the magic rolled, it was just so nice to just cruise through.
And unfortunately, it looks like Ganon's Gone Wild has just hit a brick wall in this Seed 2. Not getting turn order at all on the Undead Fundead. Gouda was able to pull through and get into Seed 3 right as Foolish Feline finished, but this has been a tale of basically 2 seeds. Like, you two saw a much better, I don't know if, I didn't get an exact look at where everyone's levels were, like where your levels were in Seed 2, Foolish and Rubes, and where Ganon and Gouda's were. But the combat turn order for Topher has been abysmal for Ganon's Gone Wild and Gouda. Like, they're just trying to get to the Undead Fundead with all their Light Warriors up. Had been problematic.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of... I didn't find any ribbons other than the one in that seed, and there were some instant death spells in play that gave me some trouble. I actually wiped a couple times. I was able to get through after I checked the level 1 magic, and there was a life spell for my knight, and a harm 4 spell, which is just what I needed to push through that Topher.
I think that's going to be the story that we see in the post-race spoiler room later on, is There's troubles with the Fun Dead pack, and whether or not you did check that level 1 magic and get that harm 4 in life.
Yeah, on that Fun Dead pack, if I had not mismenued in like was it like the second turn, I accidentally hit Invis instead of Fade, it probably would have been a lot closer.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if it would have been a full minute closer, but I mean, like, you have nothing to sort of like apologize for. Like, you two played out of your minds tonight. It was really fun to watch you guys get up and go fast. I think the biggest difference for your seed 2s were you both settled in on your grinds around the same time. Foolish Feline found the grind that Gouda's working with the worms, but was there promoted like mid-teens and was able to get through one fight, which got him almost to 20, exit house, come back in, and then eventually get to a spot where we can just take those worms in about 2 to 3 rounds, where Rube settled in on the gray worms and TOF locked. So we had big worms and little worms. And I don't know if one was really faster than the other, because I think after your grind, Rubes, you left and did a little bit more shopping. Had you just, again, I don't know if I can't say for certain that shopping didn't contribute to your victory, but over that 3rd seed. But like when the difference is about a minute, it's so hard to kind of nail down those time differences. So
yeah, I didn't have the armor. I had to go buy some stuff.
Okay. And Ganon's Gone Wild onto the Phantoms. It looks like we've hit evasion cap, and we're in a spot. This is the best we've seen Ganon get through. All the Phantoms are missing. We're still got it. Those Phantoms had like 1,000 HP. They were pretty scary, but Ganon looks to be in a good spot here to wrap up Seed 3.
Yeah, he just got a little bit unlucky. If his ninja had gotten one more nuke off before he went down, I think he'd be one-shotting a lot of these Phantoms right now.
Yeah. But those Phantoms not critting through that evasion, so Ganon gets it done. We don't have a timer going right now to know exactly when he finished, because the timer looks like it was feeding off of Rubes' timer. Let me see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely my timer.
Yeah, I don't see an option to switch to somebody else's timer. So, Gone Wild is through and onto Seed 3, and has to take a moment, take some breaths, and get that seed out of his system. Because that seed was remarkably rude to him. He spent probably 45 minutes on that seed, and you gotta just think now, make your adjustments in your head mentally, memory hole everything that happened, and come at this one as if it's seed 1. Like, we see the SR we see the FFR bot room. We know that folks are finishing, and we know that folks finished before we even finished that seed. So like, we need to just play our best game, make some heads up plays, and do what we need to do.
I think it'll start feeling a little bit better once he sees the level 1 white magic.
Yeah.
Told Rojo he has to come in and be the celebrity commentator on Sunday and roll my seeds, or on Saturday rather. All of these seeds had really wonderful magic. Yep, and there it is. Fade, Cure 3, and Invis 2. That's really good white magic.
Hey, Foolish, I'm curious. In that first seed, what did you grind on?
Fighters near Elfland.
Yeah. The only runner on stream that we saw take that grind, and it was awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I did nachos, which were the second fight by Crescent Lake.
That was also a heads up play, Rubes, because we saw you and Ganon take the Naga waters at the first encounter, and it seemed like it was going to be okay, and then we saw the crack come out of the water.
Yeah.
Ganon tried to like make it happen and just kind of force through it, and then just abandoned it and went and looked everywhere else. Where you took it to the second fight, because that second fight wasn't too far behind the first encounter.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really didn't want to take the Naga Waters because it's not really a great solo grind, but I thought maybe I could get some good levels for the mages, but the waters were beefy and they were scripty.
And Gouda gets a Sun +5. That's an excellent pre-promotion sword for that night. Next to the Masa, that's going to be the best one.
Yeah, and he did find the worms. Unfortunately, he got bounced out. So hopefully he gets a couple levels and gives that another try.
Yeah, we know that was pretty safe. And they get some Wolf -1. And we're just gonna take some sea trolls. Yeah, we're already one-shotting them. I mean, it's not the best, but this is that Fisher Price my first grind. Like, get us activated, get us ready for the higher in-game grinds, those worms. If we find like some dragons or something, just something to get us some levels, get some swings, and sort of collect our thoughts.
It was also convenient, the early Masas, even though they didn't roll great, it helped.
Yeah, I don't think we saw Masa in Seed 1, but every other seed had a Masa -4, and the heads-up play to abandon the Masa in Seed 2 and just lean on the Vorpal +4s, where it looked like you split the difference and kept the Knight with the Masa.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had the Katana on the Ninja in C2.
Okay. It's a lot of moving pieces, man. and Gouda back at it. Didn't like getting ambushed. And we're going to put the ninja up front and say, do your job, thief. Don't let me get ambushed.
Yeah. And, possibly takes a punch to the face as well.
Yeah, I mean, without, I don't think he got the tail. And I believe the tail in this seed was Canary Lock, so he got the key. I don't think he followed through. So unfortunately, probably going to go through this with just white magic. But we got a worm down. Keep those fades in Sun 5 swinging.
Yeah, I think we did have a nuke for black magic, but was there anything else that was particularly good for this eve? I don't recall.
Let's ask our runners to just finish it. Oh, and the tail was here at Crescent Lake, so if Gouda pops over here and checks that, he'll maybe say, oh, okay, well, that feels good, that he didn't waste too much time. Fizzle asking the most important question when it comes to Final Fantasy Randomizer. Wait, who what? This is a Chaos Rush, Fizzle. You should know that you finished in 3rd place with an official Ferrot time of 1:25.48. So GG's to Lord Fizzlebeef, GG's to Thundercloud, who finished in 4th place with a 1:27.42, and Wild Ham with a 1:31.04 for 5th place. So GG's to those runners. And I might have announced the Wild Ham went a little early. Still got about 4 minutes left on his stream if you're watching Wild Ham.
Caleb, get out of that time loop.
It's hard when there's not a timer going, man. I gotta look at the time that they entered in the chat and then add 10 minutes. It's so much math. And Trenton's always told me not to do math live on Twitch, so I try not to.
So interestingly enough, Gouda did go to Crescent Lake, but opted not to visit the Sages. And as a result, doesn't seem to have the tail.
Yeah, we've got it. Edgeworth joining us in chat. Good to see you, Edgeworth. Ganon's Gone Wild's gonna finish up this crown chain, set himself up for a solid XP boost.
You didn't like my Fun Dead package?
It could have been worse. It could have been fun to add in all 3 seeds. But Gouda in a good spot here. I mean, even without the promotion, going to get a bunch of levels, and Thief swinging Masa with the Thief fixes is still going to be pretty good. The Fighter swinging the Sun 5 is going to be fine. Like, we're not going to have the magic support that Rubes and Foolish had, but we're going to have overwhelming power. Oops, all damage. So, Rubes and Foolish Feline, you guys, respective teams, Rubes Center for Competitive, if I could speak, Center for Competitive Forfeiting in 3rd place, and Foolish Feline with the Quackening. I believe you guys are in 4th, right? So
I think so.
yeah, so coming in strong, making a statement. Foolish, how do you feel about making it to the playoffs with the entrance floor shuffle and the Fizzles Tri-State Mystery potentially waiting for you in week 5 and 6?
Oh, I'm terrified. Floor shuffle and tri-state.
Good. How about you, Rubes? How do you feel about the flags that, as a team, you could be potentially seeing in the next week or so?
Entrance and floor shuffle. I've done a lot over the past couple of months, so I'm looking forward to that. It's fun. I always have some issues getting going, but I do like it a lot. And then Fizzle's Tri-State Mystery Tour. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. So, Games Gone Wild finishes up his annual review and is worthy of a promotion. So, more than just a cost of life increase, he gets all new gear and spells for his team as Gouda leans in hard on this grind. Loses the Thief in the process, but that's just a greater funnel for our XP onto that fighter.
Yeah, he's going to be getting up there. He was level 27 just a couple minutes ago, so I must be what, his early mid-30s by now. Oh, excuse me. Almost to the 40s now.
Yeah, he's in a good spot. I would imagine he might even dive Topher soon. Just see if... pull that arm on that slot machine and see if we can get in. Again, I'm going to check the Northwest tiles. This is a play that no one has done all night on stream.
Yeah, we didn't find any keys, unfortunately, in those first two. But not anything we want to see over in Northwest Castle today.
Yeah, nothing doing here in the Earth Cave. Just a couple of ghouls hanging out. We'll see what's in the next tile. We know that Ganon's got to go to the volcano if he wants those worms. Frost Giant, Frost Wolves. This. I lost the ability to speak for a second. This could be good. It's not often considered one of the best grinds, but it's pretty good. And if we could get turn order, it would be even better. But we're just punching.
Yeah, maybe if we brought some weapons with us, that would help.
Yeah. The Fade clears the wolves. If the Fade gets these Frost Giants, so basically any fight that you would normally see in the Temple of Fiends, and down goes the Knight, so... rip. And Gouda is making the play. Spicy.
I think he's got a pretty good chance here. I mean, the double dragons weren't too scary.
Yeah.
And this fighter has a ton of HP.
Yeah. Carry opens up with Cure 4, so it's information, and it's a free round. Not getting any damage with that Masa. Fade low rolls. Swing from the Sun Sword gets pretty good damage. 6 hits, 316, so we're about 600, 700 damage in, and 800 damage gets it done for Gouda. Through Carry 2. Gonna drink some HP potions, as my friend Dangwu would say, and take on Kraken with a swing, a fade, and a swing. And congratulations, Ganon, you found the grind. Get him done.
Now he just has to park himself here for a bit, assuming he can survive. All he has to do is survive one fight, he said.
Yeah, he'd be in a little bit better position if he doesn't complete this fight. Checking that armory cluster, getting that sun +5 is going to make a big difference.
Yeah, and then just taking out a couple packs of those, what was it, trolls and sea snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a few more HP in the tank.
Yeah. So we grab that katana. So we got a couple good -1 swords. Gouda doesn't like dealing with Kraken, so he says, "No, not today, Satan. I'm coming back in. I'm going left side. I'm going to try my luck with Lich and Tiamat." Six hits 81, so high absorb, low evade. My Kingdom 4 Vorpal sword. And Ganon takes the fight again without opening the boxes. I'm pretty sure the Sun 5 is in this triple chest cluster here.
Yeah, I believe so. But at least he's going to get his levels here. So he can go back and hopefully check those worms.
Yeah. He might be feeling pretty good about the specific swords that he has, and not really think that he needs to open another box.
I mean, I think he can certainly do it. I don't know if Sun Sword +5 is better than a Masa -4. It might be a bit of a wash there. But yeah, either way, I guess we'll see what he chooses to do here.
Alright, he's just committed to this, so definitely gonna get some HP before we check out those worms again. Gouda swinging through Tia 2 and gonna get his look at the Double Dragon, the only runner on stream to have seen Tiamat 2 before this fight. So, because both of you went right side, and looks like what we're doing. We're gonna do some defense sword, or power gauntlet, white shirt, and what is our thief up to, Gouda? Another white shirt. So that's 2 stacks of evasion of 6.
Good to get that Cure 4 out of the way early on, I guess.
Oh yeah. And here comes the fades and the swings. 6 hits, 235. We're gonna focus fire onto Tiamat. Carrie says, "You sure about that? Have a tornado." And that's 3 stacks of 6 evasion. Gouda doing his job, laying out those evasions. Cure 4 coming out on the white mage, and we're going to swing again. Nuke comes out and blows up Gouda before the white shirt can come out. And now Ganon's got the worm grind going. One fight's all you need to get that fight out of the... Oh no! Oopsie poopsie, we reset out.
Unlucky rub there. Now the question is, where is he going to go? Did he see ribbons somewhere, perhaps?
We're gonna go eat some more
more
worms.
levels.
We're gonna go eat some more worms.
All day, every day.
Well, when they're that big and juicy, why not? And not particularly scary either.
No, I don't think they like we've seen. They don't hit all that hard, especially when we have this many HP at this point. And I don't think they have anything beyond punches.
And Lord Fizzlebeef in chat pointing out that this worm grind a lot more efficient with a ninja with nuke. Unfortunately, Gouda never talked to the sages, so he did not get the tail. And I'm sure and there's Sun +5 for sale here in Crescent Lake. Yeah, we're gonna buy that. I'm sure Gouda is not talking to the sages at Crescent Lake, is just simply a side effect of the maybe tilt carryover from seed number 1, or seed number 2 rather.
Man, nobody has time to walk all the way over there to talk to those old men.
Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure both these runners at different times in this triple seed race tonight has checked spike tiles and ice cave. So if you got time to walk to ice cave, you got time to talk to the sages. But I think Cheese in chat has the right of it. A little bit of brain fog from 3 straight seeds. Call that fog 3.
That's why I tend not to run any seeds, right before race time, because I don't want to get them conflated with one another and think, TNT's in Canaria and when it's really an ice cave or something like that, because I got everything mixed up. But here, you're just gonna roll with punches.
And Rubes, talk about practice, man. I think you ran like 4 practice seats today, 6 practice seats, because didn't you do a practice race?
Yeah, it was probably closer to 8.
Tell me your secrets, Rubes. How do you keep all those seed straight? Like, what do you have? Just like a hard reset button in your brain where you can just like dump that working RAM?
Apparently, but then I do remember bits and pieces, so I guess it's a little bit glitchy.
Well, don't fix it because it ain't broken. Ganon cleaning up these worms. How high will he go? Zarnia in chat, good to see you, bud. Calling for level 50.
Well, Gouda found himself some ribbons over in Melmond. By the way, come visit, fantastic town. So he's gonna give it a try with those in tow now.
That might have been a comment on Gouda's levels. Holy crap! I just saw he's like level 45 on the white mage at least. And we blew up Lich 2. Here comes Tiamat 2. Thief swinging 6 hits. This is gonna be a tale of 2 Topher dives for Gouda. I can feel it. And that fade doesn't get resisted. A high roll fade, and that one does. But oh, no crits there. Masa -4 does not like to critically hit. But hey, on and through Tia 2. A much better position here for this double dragon.
Yeah, I think these extra levels are going to make a noticeable difference in his ability to get these 2 dragons down quickly.
And open it up offense right away. And we're going to focus on carry. We know she has that turn 1 Cure 4, but she also has a turn 1 Tornado that we want to avoid. That's non-elemental damage. Nothing we can do about that. Tiamat just throwing out these level 3 sweepers, and Gouda gets it done with as the ninja or the thief. And here it comes, hold A and pray basically. So we're gonna swing, 6 hits, 58 damage. We need a little bit more outgoing. Fade's gonna back that up nicely. Fires off for 113. That's better than that Masa was doing. Still better than that Masa was doing. That's our last Fade hit. 136 and 371. Gouda takes it down. 140-39. That is good enough for 3rd place on stream and 6th place in the race. I already announced everybody that finished top 5, so get those GGs in chat for Gouda. He did say he was going to come in here and talk to us, so I'm gonna make him come in here, and we're gonna console him regarding RNG and how terrible it can be. As Ganon's gone wild, going to looks like he's ready to go. He's got those low 30 levels, and Gouda, are you here, buddy?
Oh no, I can't hear Caleb again. Let me check my settings.
Gouda, don't you toy with my emotions. GG's, Gouda.
Oh, this has been a running gag between Caleb and I for about a year now, where I can't hear him when he talks.
Gouda, if you're talking, you're muted, bud. I can't hear you.
No.
As Gan's gone wild, takes on Carry 2. Gouda, I just, on behalf of everyone out there, just want to you and Ganon's Gone Wild had arguably some of the worst combat RNG in that seed number 2, man. So,
am I here? Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. The running gag between you and I, Caleb, not hearing each other is great. Just absolutely fantastic.
For what it's worth, I could hear you.
Oh, of course you can. Of course you can.
But
But yeah, seed 2. What about that seed 2? Couldn't find a grind. Worst RNG I've had. Actually, not the worst RNG I've had. The worst RNG I've had is literally the last 4 weeks of Racing Fall League. Like, it has been week after week after week where I'm like week 1, Kraken 2 was stop. Ale's like, I never saw a stop, and I'm like, are you what? And I was 4 minutes in a Topher before him, and would have got first place. Instead, I got 4th. And then last week, I don't know. This whole thing has been RNG, HE double hockey sticks for me. So I'm just gonna sit here and drink my beer and enjoy Ganon's Gone Wild taking out Kraken.
Yeah, and Burt Reynolds, I'm sure, is relishing in the fact that slowly, every day, people are realizing the lesson taught to us by the Venerable Edgeworth that randomizers are not suitable for racing.
I disagree. I think only
Me too. Yeah.
Final Fantasy 1 randomizer is not suitable for racing. Only this game has the RNG that it's like, oh, you have 3 out of 256? Got it. Oh, alright, fine. We're gonna fix the 3 out of 256, make it 2 out of 256. Still got it.
I think you just gotta lean into it and embrace it as Ganon's Gone Wild taking on Tia 2, Carry 2, Double Dragon, looking to put this triple seed Chaos Rush to bed. Open it up with some defensive strats here. We've got Fast and Viz 2 from the white shirt, Power Gauntleting, and there's a nuke. High rolled. Oof, 396 on that night. Time to do some damage. And we're gonna just keep power bonking. There's a nuke. There's a Cure 4. We get good turn order here, we'll be okay. Rub bounces off the night. Cure 4 comes out. Stop. Does not get through our ribbons. Big ol' swing there, and Carry obliterated off the face of the world. Another Cure Force coming out. Yeah, I think this is all but over for Ganon's Gone Wild. He made pretty quick work of this, so GG's to Ganon's Gone Wild official FFR bot time. 1 hour, 44 minutes, 56 seconds. GG's to Ganon's Gone Wild.
GGW.
We got the invite out. Hopefully he'll come in here and talk to us about it.
Yeah, I think Ganon's Night is named after the last thing you hear when he comes after you.
So what I've loved about seeing all of these times is number 1, Rubes. GG, man. Same with you, Foolish Feline. You guys just kicked tail on the seed. I mean, you guys were done with the 3rd seed before I was done with the 2nd. So GG's, that was fantastic. But these are supposed to be like 20 to 30 minute seeds. Like, in general, that's what you figure Chaos Rush to be. Like, if you get a really good one, 12, 15 minutes. And we got guys, we're here almost 2 hours in with 3 seeds. Woo!
Yeah. Well, I think it's one of the discussion that sort of dominated the development chat the other day. One of the unintentional consequences or unintended consequences of the way the randomizer works now with the percentages. So back in the day, before version 3, if you set your boss percents from 20 to 200% or 50 to 200%, half of the enemies in the game would roll under 200%. The other half would roll over 100%. And then, half would roll under 100, the other half would roll over 100. And now, with that same sort of percentage system of 50 to 200, that median is now like 125. So the average will be right there. Not the average, so like almost half of them will roll under 125%, and the other half will roll over 125%. So almost working with a half clamp, as Burt Reynolds likes to call it. So just a slight tick up in difficulty, probably going from like you'd say the original Chaos Rush flags are probably like a 6 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, if that. And these are probably like 7 to 8. Like they're not harder. They just take a little bit longer than expectations. But
I never played Chaos Rush anyways. Meh. You guys, the Cheesinators, the Wappies out there who are fantastic at this, they can have it. I'll keep my classic flags, man. Those are some good stuff. And the SG Live flags, let me tell you.
I mean, I don't mind that. I give the Chaos Rush flags a hard time and jest, but they're pretty fun. I mean, I like them with a higher boss percentages to make them a little more challenging. But hey, we're joined by Ganon's Gone Wild, GG's.
Yeah, I guess that was really fun.
I feel like you and Gouda like just need like a lot of like good feel hugs, because that seed 2 was unapologetically brutal for the both of you, and we saw all the veteran adjustments come out. We saw where we're going for spike tiles. We saw everything, and then just nothing could overcome terrible turn order from the Undead Fundead, or even that Tiamat 2 was kind of proven to be a thorn.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I was basically through like 15 minutes before I finally got through. But yeah, I had 3 consecutive attacks against the backline thief, and then one shot, like the last remaining phantom attack, one shot's the like 500 HP knight with a crit or something. So I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just pretty much slot machine modes for the last 3 weeks, and I don't know. I don't know if my team can still get 4th, but yeah.
Ganon, that's exactly what I was just saying. I'm like, I haven't had this kind of RNG until like, I don't know, the last month. Like all of these, the RNG feels, man. I got you. We can go cry in the corner together. It's all right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Last week I got 6th instead of 1st because I wiped twice on Chaos and lost like 24 minutes. So I mean, it's basically just like every week has just been like absolutely like, why is it 30 to 300% scaling? Why do we have 2 modes that are really just trap tile coin flip modes that take like 30 minutes? So I don't know, but whatever.
Well, see, the theme for the spring tournament was the Chaos's Casino, right? The Monty Chaos Casino.
Yeah.
I'm just carrying that over into the fall league.
This is what's like even more than a casino, because like this is like casinos squared
Russian roulette.
Casinos. Yeah.
Russian roulette randomizer. Let's go.
Yeah, the ultimate casino.
But no, you guys did really well. I mean, that second seed, it looks like chewed up a lot of our runners. Rubes and Foolish really took advantage of decent turn order and their grinds and preparation. And
what was the grind in seed 2?
What was the grind?
Because I found nothing. Spots. I checked everything, including like going up to the desert and being like, all right, hard reset off the desert. What do we got here?
I found iron galls right outside the entrance of the dwarf cave on seed 2, and that's
I never went to the dwarf cave.
Yeah,
I didn't check there.
That's cool.
And Rubes, you found chimeras in the 3 to 4 pack outside of Earth Cave.
Yeah, I found those too, and I couldn't take them down, so I said, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, we'll pass the mic around. Foolish Feline, our first place finisher on stream and in the race. Final thoughts, man.
I haven't really done Chaos Rush before. I actually quite enjoy it. There's a lot of different things in play that affect. You have to juggle a lot of different balls. You've got items in the shops that can be very powerful. Whether or not you can get the tail, what kind of magic rolls. There's a lot of things to keep track of, and I think that makes the flag set really interesting.
And you took all that and performed with great success. Rubes, our second place finisher on stream and second place in the race.
Yeah, it was. I actually really like these fast flags, which I never thought I would, and then I just started playing them, and it's like, okay, I can route this out quickly, and I like that. But yeah, thanks for Thanks for putting on a good couple seeds there, Rojo, and CCF for life.
Yeah, there you go, man. Gouda, third place on stream, man. Give us your salt.
I put my thoughts in chat. I say F Chaos Rush. This has never been my jam, but I'm here. I'm having fun. One of the best things about Fall League is getting a bunch of people together that either are friends or are veterans with newbies. I mean, Caleb, your team is a couple of veterans with a couple of newer runners, and you guys are kicking tail. And we've got a bunch of people like that. So or a bunch of teams like that. So it's really good to get out into the community and just like get with some of these veteran runners and have these teams that you just go out, you have fun, you strategize together, you figure this out, and you like some people are better at other things, like at some races than others. And that's what's been great about Fall League is we get this entire gigantic gambit of races. And I love it. I'm glad I'm here, having a great time. Come out, join the community. That's all I have to say is come join the community, and you can learn some Chaos Rush and maybe teach me a thing or two because I'm awful at this.
Well said, Gouda. And I would say, like, yeah, you and I joined the community around the same time, right around last spring tournament, right after the Chaos Rush tournament. So yeah, you and I both kind of missed the boat on that one. You kind of have similar thoughts probably on the flags themselves.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Game's gone wild. Our fourth place finisher on stream. Tell us how you feel, man.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to do the league next year if we have more of these like coin flippy flags. I'm like, I think second right now in the rankings for the SGL qualifiers, which is like the exact opposite. It's just like 0 variance flag sets. So I don't know. I don't feel like I'm the 7th worst player in this race, or so I don't know. It just hasn't been very enjoyable. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
come on, challenge me in Iron Goal, Gannon. We still got the Iron Goal going on, people.
Oh, Iron Goal. Yeah, that's not my thing.
I will say that no one.
You can challenge me vanilla, man. That's fine. Let's do it.
You can't really predict what the flags are going to hold for us come next Fall League. Like where we are right now with the randomizer is so different from where we were 4 months ago with the spring tournament. You know, we're dealing with blurst gear and so there's those big macro changes to the randomizer, like new features like blurst gear, blurst classes, and then there's those micro changes like the scaling. Where
and huge shout out to Wildham. He has been putting out a ton with the blur stuff and the entire dev team. Like this is a different game than when you and I started, Caleb.
Oh yeah, and it's just you gotta. Trying to keep up with it all is crazy. Like the Dragon Warrior randomizer mode where you save on game overs and you lose half your gold when you wipe. And then we're getting closer to like sort of having an homage flag set for the free Enterprise or the Final Fantasy V 4-job Fiesta. Like there's so much. This is one of the most intricate randomizers as far as options that are available for the folks that want to race, that want to play this game casually, just with a lot of goofy settings. Like we're there for you. So FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, check us out. There's a link to the Discord there. We got the Duck Derby coming up in a few weeks. Gannon's going wild. You mentioned the SG Live qualifiers; those are still happening. So if you're still you feel like you missed the boat for the qualifier, you can still buy a ticket for the SpeedGaming Live event, and then it can get you automatic entry into the Final Fantasy 1 randomizer tournament. But Duck Derby coming out, so if you're out there, you're like me and Gouda, like last year, watching these things on YouTube, and you want to get in here and try, it's the perfect time. What Gregory Puff and what Ale have done with the new player program in the past 6 months to a year is, in my mind, unprecedented for a randomizer community. When you see folks like Foolish Feline and Rubes, like folks been playing this game maybe 4 to 5 months now, if that, and coming in here and doing as well as they did. Like it's a testament to the community that we have here and all the knowledge that's available to be shared. So Rubes, Rojo, I just talked like for a million hours, man. You ask questions and stuff. I'm sorry.
No, it's totally fine. I'm just letting you do your thing. Actually, yeah, I don't really have any questions. I think you've wrapped things up fairly nicely. So yeah, unless anybody else has any other final thoughts they'd like to get off their chest, I do apologize about the Fun Dead pack for at least half of you. So
You wished for it too, Rojo. Yeah, I hope we see one.
secretly did.
Please balance the bosses in Chaos Rush. They're like super imbalanced, so maybe that would make the mode more palatable.
But
For sure.
but we get Warmech with Nuke, and why not have 2 of them in the same pack? This is
Yeah.
what we need, people. Nuke,
With
nuke.
6 evil men, just for
You
fun.
Yeah,
Play it with,
why not just get punched in the face for 100 damage a crack before you can get a defense up? This
wanna-
Warmech.
if you
Ugh.
want
So
a
what
fun
you're
challenge.
saying is we need 4 Krakens as a boss option.
No, you need 2 Krakens with 6 lobsters.
Here, I got you, Good. This is what you do. You play Chaos Rush, right? You play with boss script shuffle, but only amongst bosses. So enemies have their vanilla scripts, and then you're dealing with double Warmechs with evil men that open with expert into nuke. And
Yeah,
It's
but
just Jeff's
but then
gift.
you just double nuke them and they're gone, and your expert doesn't matter.
not if you play high percent. Not if you play high percent.
This is why Caleb does 200 to 400% runs. I see. This is why he's the forfeiting champion of the world.
You're damn right. All right. So with that, Rojo, thank you so much for doing commentary with me. Thank you to Speed Gaming for having us. Thank you for all the runners coming on here and sharing your thoughts. And GG's once again, well done. We'll see you next time at Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern for race number 3 with these Chaos Rush flags. So we will see you all then. Thanks for coming out.